Hello, Deacon Jeff here, and this is a nice homecoming weekend. Nice, gracious farewell to Deacon Jeff. Maybe good riddance for some. But so Susan and I came to Conway in 1987. We moved from Maryland. Susan's parents lived in Surfside, so we wanted to be near grandparents, and my folks were in Minnesota, so that brought us here. St. James probably had 250 families then, and over 1,600 now, so those are really growth years. And so it's a very nice parish to raise our kids, our 5 kids. I told the boys they needed to serve, but they could quit when they got as tall as the priest. So great blessing to be at St. James all those years. And then in 1999, I just finished my chemistry degree at Coastal, and Father Rick said, well, how about becoming a deacon? And I said, Father, I've been a student my whole life. I was 40 years old, and after 3 times he convinced me. And I actually had a master's degree in theology from my prior seminary experience. And so I thought, they would just let me into the diaconate. But Monsignor Roth was a director. He said, well, okay, maybe I'll have you teach some classes. I said, well, no, I'll take the classes. But I have to say that Sister Smith just wrote an article in the miscellany about how sometimes formation is tougher than ministry. And I agree. It was tough to drive to Columbia for classes, and with homiletics, people are sitting there with clipboards judging you or grading you. So it's actually nicer to actually be delivering homilies than to be practicing. And I have to say that was the most satisfying part of the ministry, I thought. And it's an interesting experience because I'll read the gospel for my next assignment, and I'll say, what in the world can I say about that? But the Lord always comes through with a message, and oftentimes some confirmation that this is indeed the message that the Lord wants to deliver to this congregation at this moment. So I always felt blessed to be a part of that process, because people are hungry for the Word of God. And the Lord is very eager to feed them, to nourish us with His Word. So to be a part of that process is truly an honor and a blessing, and one that I try never to take for granted. So part of my ministry was with baptisms. Part of it was with wake services. And we're an older community, and for a while there was a lot of wakes. So every time Paula called me, I wonder, who died now? So I never would have wanted to leave St. James, but when the diocese made me this offer, at first I just dismissed it, because I needed about 4 or 5 more years in my career to retire as an engineer. And it's a very strange time to leave a career, but I began to see it as the Lord's call, and I truly believe that it is. So, in my new role in the priest personnel office, we do the normal human resources things for priests, like benefits and compensation, but also we work with priests when they need a letter of good standing, or maybe a little support, some personal support, especially for retired priests. So it's very nice. I work a few doors down from the bishop, for better or for worse, but he has been very patient as I have learned the ropes. So a little Spanish. Estoy agradecido por este fin de semana en que es una despedida para Diácono Jeff. Y es muy agradable y bondoso de la comunidad ofrecer este momento de apreciación. Y un gran porción de mi corazón en esta comunidad. Una comunidad muy llena de regalos y dones, y es un honor y placer servir la comunidad. Mi español crece un poco hasta a través los años, y doy gracias a la comunidad español por su paciencia con mi español, pero yo sé que ustedes saben que mis mensajes es de mi corazón. So, mi español es pobre, pero mi corazón es rico. Y yo trago la comunidad de St. James en mi corazón, y vamos a orar por unos a otros. Amén.